back. So today I'm going to have the first tasting of batch 3 of 2024. So if you're into homebrewing, craft beer, and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. So like I said, this is the third batch of 2024, and I've just been naming them like that. I think it's easier from doing all these homebrews year after year and writing, because usually I just use painter's tape. I don't want to. This has only been bottled for 2 weeks, so I think we're good. I'm guessing it's upside down, but the what I've been doing in the past is using the painter's tape and writing on there, 2 row, what hops, when it was bottled, and still I would get some of them mixed up if there were too many hops, or if I lost the paper I could never find out which beer it was. So in 2023, I switched to just putting the painter's tape on top, and just listing what brew it is, what batch it is. Then you're not messing with your bottles and trying to peel those off if they don't always come off. And you're not going to reuse a cap, so you can just throw the whole thing away. But also, what I did is this is the first one I bottled. I bottled directly out of the fermenter, and I wanted to see if they're a little hazier than what the other ones are. Now, as they sit, is stuff going to fall out of suspension? Yes, but we'll see how this is. So, small batch, 1.25 gallons going into the fermenter. I did up the amount of grain I'm using in these small batches. I'm going 1 pound or 2 pounds 8 ounces now. So this is Golden Promise. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed. In 2023, the first 5 batches didn't attenuate all the way. Very low ABVs. Not sure what happened. So this is using Golden Promise. I might run some of those back that I brewed last year, brew them again this year, just to see if maybe it's the hop. Who knows? But this is using Bru-1. Now these are Yakima Valley hops that I got in a hop box years ago. They've been down in my basement. I'm just experimenting. Are they still good? So 0.39 ounces at 30 minutes, 0.29 ounces at 5 minutes. Then you are also, or I also dry hopped with 0.25. SO4 yeast was used. Beersmith called this to be 5.6% ABV, and I was at 5.54%, close enough. Per Beersmith, 70.6 IBUs. So let's go ahead and get this open. 4 small pearl carbonation tablets were used. As I said, this is 2 weeks old. This was bottled on 3/3. Good hiss, good smoke coming out there. So Golden Promise. If you did follow some of those back last year, some of those batches, I was wondering why Golden Promise wasn't used in New England IPAs because of the haziness. So that's one thing I'm also testing going on this year. Little bubbles, what I do have are off-white, not even a quarter finger of head. There is some haziness in there. Golden yellow in color, lots of bubbles, but this glass is etched. There you go. Yeah, golden yellow for me, maybe a little bit more orange to you guys, but there is some haziness to it. Let's go ahead and smell. And I should have did this because I think batch 2 also had it. I was gonna look up what the flavor profile of it is. So just looking at Google, sweet fruit aroma, often described as pineapple, is what they're saying. I get a little bit more maltiness, maybe a touch of fruit, but maybe a slight floral smell in there. Yeah, it's not very pronounced. Not a lot of stuff coming out there. I think batch 2 had more of a smell to it, but overall, I guess it's okay. It's a SMaSH beer, but let's go ahead and taste. Wow. Yeah, that's high up there in IBUs. Holy cow. The bitterness level. I do get some fruit, but bitter. If that's pineapple, very bitter pineapple. Like the white part, I would almost say more grapefruit, the white part, um, in between the skin and the meat of a grapefruit. Yes, that's up there. This is not balanced at all. But the 0.39 and the 0.29 is what I use on everything. Um, I mean, this is 14, the alpha acid is 14.5, and it's definitely showing in this young beer. Mouth feels fine. It's almost like medium body pushing that double IPA. I am getting a little toasted malt in there along with that light fruit, but that bitterness is just big. But they're I'm like toasted malt bitterness in the back end to the aftertaste. Definitely. I kind of like it though. I wish that bitterness was toned down. Um, so usually, I tell new home brewers, hey, if you're gonna start, match the IBUs in ABV. So if you're making a 5.5% ABV beer, you're gonna do 55 IBUs, somewhere right in there. So since this finished at 5.54, we should have been around 55, not 70. And I think that is showing off here. It's okay, but I think it's covering up some of that Bru-1 hop in there, and it's just like meh. But I do like that toasted malt taste. I mean, for this one, I would go 3.25 out of 5 if I had to rate it. Well, I guess I just did rate it. Yeah, not enough flavors coming through there. Maybe Brew 1. I can't remember what batch 2 was, but it just seems like we should be getting some more fruitiness or pineapple, something like that in there. And all I'm getting is toasted malt and like the inner part in between the skin and the grapefruit meat, that white part, the pith, I think is what it is. That's what I'm getting, and it's big. Just a little overwhelming, but it's still okay. So if you brewed with Brew 1, leave a comment down below what you've mixed it with, what other hops combinations have you used. If you enjoyed this review, check out some more homebrew reviews over here, and I'll see you in the next video.